Check this out, guys. Record case numbers. Lockdown still scheduled to end next week. Now remember, we went into lockdown just because we had a few cases. And they locked the entire place down all this time. And now you have record number of cases and they're going to open it up. It's a big setup. They're going to turn around and say that a lot of people have died because of the cold. It won't be because of COVID. It'll be because of the cold. Look at this. It's amazing, guys. We are in a lot of trouble, and it's all planned. This is next, like January, February. Oh my gosh. Six hundred and fifty of today's cases came from the local government areas of Dandenong, Kingston, Pavilia. 650 cases today, or something. What was that? Undetected transmission occurring in the community, which is just coming to the surface. Incredible. 70% of Victorians will be fully vaccinated, and despite today's scare, the Premier says that vaccine rate will trigger an end to Victoria's lockdown. We are going to deliver the roadmap. Deliver the roadmap, all right. He's going to have everyone on their booster shots and vaccine passport, and you can't go here and you won't be able to do anything. As soon as the cases explode, and they'll do it in January, something around that, they'll really come down. Everywhere, all over Australia. Each exam. Now, VCE students who are fully vaccinated and declared primary close contacts will only have to isolate for 7 days, while those who aren't yet vaccinated will have the latest COVID fucking shit from Melbourne, Australia, ladies and gentlemen. The epicenter of the fucking longest lockdown in history. This has a 99.7%. You're fine. Will not be changing, so they won't be able to attend school or sit their VC exam, and they'll receive a derived examination score. Even people in my comment section, I had this, I was really sick, and now I'm, like, you're not dead, are you? You're making a comment in the section, so you had it, yeah, that's great, and you got over it. This is all a big... We are screwed. Now they're coming after the kids, ladies and gentlemen. They want the children. Now they're going to stick this in 5 to 11-year-olds. Oh yeah, I bet you they can't wait. Gosh. It's time to go young. Open the door for a rapid assessment of Pfizer for 5 to 11-year-olds. This is disgusting. Sticking this shit in fucking kids. We take a double green light approach. Is our advisory. It really is horrific, ladies and gentlemen, and mandatory, I don't know what to say. Well, I bet it does. AstraZeneca is the only one being produced locally. It's also the I think they got 200 million doses or some shit. This vaccine has been used in millions of Australians. Is highly effective. Against what? You can still spread it. You can still catch it. It doesn't. Only if you get it is of any value. There you go, a booster shot for you next year. I told you, January, February. You have to do all this shit again. And they're going to lock us fucking down even more. Cases are going to go through the roof. There's your COVID pass, your vaccine passport up there. There it is right there. Just a test. So you won't be able to operate anywhere in life without the pass. Have you got your paperwork? And the cops will come through the joint checking people to see if they've got it. And if you haven't got it, then you get a $5,000 fine or whatever, $1,000 fine. There you go, a lot of rigmarole for maybe nothing. And he's still wearing a mask. So they're vaccinated, outdoors, wearing a mask. But you still got your mask on. He's not worried. Fuck, what a joke. I was in the cake shop the other day, yesterday or whatever, and I was standing there paying for a meat pie, and a lady walked in and stood beside me, and I just casually looked over, nothing, just casually looked back again, and she jumped back. She jumped back, because I didn't have a mask on, and she's like shit herself, and she jumped back, ladies and gentlemen, and I laughed. I absolutely laughed. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I mean, I cannot believe that you are walking around with a mask on, alone, in the first place. Where's your mask, mate? You haven't got a mask on there. Anyway, I think that's the only bit of COVID that they've got on the Channel 10. We're in for a future of totalitarian dictatorship. Have you got your COVID pass? If you haven't, you can't do anything, go anywhere. You won't be able to even go and get your hairdressing. You won't be able to get your hair cut. Dentists, doctors, they're going to do it all. They're going to just clamp it right down completely, so you won't be able to even go down to the... I'd be surprised if they don't do the supermarkets. They might leave that till the last. But they will go after the supermarkets. Until then, you've got to check in. You got to have your COVID pass to go and buy food. And, we're heading into some... this is fucked. Whatever past we had is gone. Whatever future we thought we might have is also completely gone. And you will be completely regulated, everywhere you go, check in, check out, all that kind of stuff. It's very scary, because I grew up in a totally different Australia. The police here, I wanted to mention it, they're going to get rid of the ones that don't agree with it all. So they are only going to have the ones that actually agree with everything and go along with everything that the government wants them to do. And that's why there's no protesting now, because they take out all the leaders and they give them the bail conditions, and that's it. Then the person faces, jail for breaking any of the bail conditions. And that's how they're getting all the leaders and all the protests shut down. And there won't be any more protests, or if there is, it'll be very minor. And they will go through everybody again and knock on the door and take your photograph, just like I told you they would do. And they'll contact you later. They'll come and knock on your door, the week after, or 2 weeks later, a month later. And they'll come at 10 o'clock at night, 9:30 at night, because it's very serious to them. And you've got to answer their questions now at your front door. And they're going to get to that stage. It's getting to that stage now. We already have, they're going to take the kids. If the parents don't agree on the COVID thing, they're going to take the children. They'll take the children away. So they're going to give you no choice but to go and get your kids jabbed. And they're still going to have to walk around with a mask on. They're still going to have to obey all the other fucking new laws and everything else for your own safety. So you're never going to have that freedom again. You're never going to have what we had growing up when we were young. So it's really sad, because people went to war. They died for the freedoms that we have taken for granted. And now we don't have those freedoms anymore. You're not allowed to do that anymore, because, the government doesn't agree on that. It's just not happy about that. And even when they get busted themselves under corruption, and they get looked at, Dan Andrews has got a $400 fine because the private media, Rebel News, complained that he didn't have a mask on. Because the guy, walks around with telling you got to have a mask all the time, but he doesn't wear one. And so they fined him $400, because he was caught on camera doing it. But the other media people don't bring all that up, because they're all part of it, ladies and gentlemen. We are pretty much fucked. I don't know what to say. You can't even peacefully go and protest here because the full weight of their police force will come down on you. Assault teams and all the rest of it, fully armed, will come out because how dare you, dissect from the, and you're not allowed to. They're getting a lot of people on incitement, incitement because you're talking about it, and you're talking about this, that, and the other that we don't agree with. So they charge you with incitement, which is a pretty serious charge. So they put you on bail. They do the court date in 6 months, and that means you're fucked now for 6 months. You can't do shit, just like I am now. Just like conditions that I have on my bail, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do anything at all that just doesn't jeopardise whatever, because they're just waiting for that one word that's out of place, and they'll gladly put you in the fucking jail. And all you've done is talk. You haven't harmed anything. You haven't done anything. You have no intentions of doing anything or whatever. But you're a crazy man. And it's always your fault. Being the white male, it's always my fault. So, I just want you to take care. Try and find some love and happiness in this world. It'd be nice if you had someone in your life that loves you. Like you love them, they love you, and. It's not bullshit, you know what I mean? It's like you're actually, you can feel it. So that's more important right now in these times. And to get out of the cities would be, a good one. But to get out a little bit away from people is also recommended. They're going to go into digital currency. They'll get all that organised with your, they're coming out with the new palm thing that goes in your palm, the tattoo. And that's going to be the next step. Oh man, they got it all planned. They really, really do have got it all planned out. Like serious thought has gone into this because there's billions and billions of dollars involved for all of it, and the control. They finally get that control over the public. They finally get what they can do all the things they've wanted to do, and they can do it all under the public health thing, because all they have to do is send out their messages to their little minions and they can close the whole fucking joint down again. Just close it all down. Don't you find it mysterious, ladies and gentlemen, that next week, there's a huge horse race and it's over here or whatever it is, and 10,000 people are going to turn up for the football game and the fucking auditorium and all of that kind of thing. And yet we have, all of these cases that are coming, they're all out there. But they were willing to close the joint down for 10 cases before. One case, and they locked down the whole fucking state. But nowadays they have thousands of cases and it's fine. There's going to be I think there's going to be a lot of people dying this year of the cold. The cold, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be a lot of deaths about the cold because that's how they're going to cover up the vaccine. Anything to do wrong with that, the jab, they're going to cover it up by saying that people died of the cold. So influenza, pneumonia, that kind of stuff. Anyways, take care. There's these new videos on that I've been looking at. I mean, I don't know if they're real or not, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to double question everything nowadays. I've been caught out a few times, because I've got to. But they've looked at the actual vaccine itself, gone into it, looked in the vaccine itself, the actual thing itself, and there's things inside there, I mean, I don't want to, but I'm telling you, man, it looks really fucking. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me, It's got a luciferase, is the gel that's used in it, luciferase. I mean, come on. Bill Gates owns the patent on it. It's called numbered 060606, and he owns the patent on this nanotechnology, rah rah rah. I mean, it's just frightening. It really is. They it's fully planned out, mate, and we are doomed. We really are. So anyway, stay happy, stay healthy, stay well. Always look on the bright side of life, I suppose. That's the only thing you can do in this day and age. I'm afraid is just look on the bright side of life, and try and find someone in your life that loves you. That'd be great. I mean, it really would if you could find someone in your life like that. I just do me masks, get me castings done, working on some ghosts. And, that's about it, just stay to myself, save my paper. I don't really need to go anywhere or do anything or whatever like that. I mean, it's all closed anyway, guys. There's a supermarket open and stuff like that, but everything else is closed, and you're not really welcome anywhere unless you've got a COVID pass and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's going to come here. I believe that'll come here in the next couple of months or whatever. It's already in Sydney. You know, you can't go anywhere without the COVID pass. So as soon as that you need your booster shot, that COVID pass will be turned off until you get your booster shot. So really, ladies and gentlemen, you can't participate in anything without their magic medicine. Really is. It's full on. Like I'm just blown away. You know, this is now for forever. Forever. This is it. This is our life now. We get to have jibby jabbies every fucking 6 months or 12 months, unless we got to have the tick on the phone. Otherwise, you can't go out anywhere. You can't do anything. You can't buy anything. You can't go anywhere. So if that's not control, I do not know what is. If that's not control, I'm just flabbergasted at people. I really am. They also went mad at the protesters going to the War Memorial, and they've, tried to use that against them. And I mean, that's disgusting, man. What do you think the War Memorial is? Those are the Anzacs that died for the freedoms that you've just handed over. Like, you really have handed over your entire fucking freedom and everything. And you have no choice. I understand. You have no choice. If you can't keep your job. You can't put food on your table. You can't go and do all the things that you would normally be doing in your life. And you're still not going to be able to do that without the tick on the phone. So they really have really kicked a huge goal with this health, jibby-jabby fucking Event 201. It was it's really worked out well for them. It really has. So anyway, enjoy your life if you can. Find some kind of, joy and happiness, as I've said a few times. That's probably the most important thing, I think, at this point. Is it'd be nice to have someone in your corner that wasn't against you, isn't fighting against you all the time, and someone that actually, fights for you, like is there for you. That would be great. And you have a bit of a giggle and a laugh, and you have a fucking conversation, and you talk, and you smile, and all those kind of nice things, in life. That would be great. Sit down and have a meal with somebody. You don't get ignored, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be ignored. Don't go through the things that happened. Don't go through any of those kind of things, and you'll be happier in life. All right. Other than that, stay well. Take care. God bless you all, and you're going to need it. And maybe we'll come online again in a few days' time or something like that. I'll come online for an hour and say hello to you. Anyway. Take care. Give us a thumbs up if you can, if you don't mind, and sub to the channel if you don't mind. Thanks very much.